Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy CoolEnder200 here, and I am here going to do a video. Yes, it might be very late for me to post a video, but it's because I've been camping and I was doing other stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to do stuff, and I'm doing, my fun stuff during summer. But I'm gonna read you about the trenches of the First World War, of how bad the conditions were. Trench warfare is a war tactic or ways of fighting that commonly used on the Eastern Front and Western Front in World War I. In trench warfare, two sides fight each other, dig trenches in a battlefield to stop the enemy from advancing. So technically trench warfare was really bad back then. Really, trench warfare was all about you staying in a hole that's digged, but that goes around in a zigzag. So and then all this other bad stuff that's been happening. Construction of trenches of World War I. The British and the French recruit manpower from I don't know how you said that word. China sorry, I had to do the Trump voice. To support the troops with manual labor. Their most important task was digging the trenches in World War I. 4,000 Chinese laborers served on the Western Front over the course of the First World War. 40,000 with French and thousands with British forces. They were known as Chinese Labor Corps. No man's land. The open space between two sets of opposing trenches became known as no man's land because no soldier wanted to transfer the distance for fear of an attack. The climate in France and Belgium was quite wet, so no man's land soon became muddy, a muddy bath with it was so thick that soldiers would disappear into it and never be seen again. Hell on earth. There were millions of rats in World War I trenches. A pair of Lundermans could process as many as 900 young a year in a trench condition, so soldiers attempt to kill them with whatever that means. 6,000 British Army soldiers suffered from shell shock over the course of the war. That approximately 2% of men who were called up for active service. World War I trenches was so intense that 10% of all soldiers who fought were killed, that more than doubling the percentage of fighting soldiers who were killed in the Second World War, which is 4.5%. Lots of people died in the trenches, guys. Really, everyone had very bad conditions. Heck, really bad. I even seen videos and stuff. I'm just teaching you guys facts so you know this for class or history. I'm really good with history. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really good. But just to teach you some cool tricks about the First World War. It's just really cool. I actually like the World War history and stuff. So if you guys need to ask me any questions, come to me because I have some good questions. Okay, now it's time for another thing. Soldiers in the trenches did not get much sleep. When they did, it was in the noon during daylight and at night only for an hour at a time. When they were woken up at different times, either to complete one of their daily chores to fight or to fight. During resting time, they wrote letters, sometimes played card games. Dirty trenches. The trenches could be very muddy and smelly. There were many dead bodies buried nearby the, whatever that says, the toilets, okay. Sometimes overflowed into trenches. Millions of rats infested the trenches. Some grew as big as cats. They were also a big problem with lice that tormented the soldiers on a daily basis. Typical day in the trench. 5 a.m. Stand 2, which stands 2 arms, meaning they will be on high alert for enemy attack. Half an hour before daylight. 5:30 a.m. Run, whatever the fuck that says, ration. 6 a.m. Stand to half an hour of daylight. 7 a.m. Breakfast. The usual bacon and tea. The usual bacon and tea, mate. Sorry, I had to. 6 a.m. Clean themselves, clean weapons, tidy trenches. Noon. Dinner. I learned that, surprisingly. After dinner, sleep and downtime. 1 man per 10 on duty. 5 p.m. Tea. 6 p.m. Stand to half an hour before dusk. 6 o'clock p.m. 6:30 p.m. Stand down half an hour. Dusk. 30 p.m. All work all night with some of the rest. Patrols digging trenches, putting up barbed wire, getting store replacements of units of soldiers every 5 days. Okay, so now here's for the trenches. Trenches were long, narrow ditches dug into the ground where soldiers lived all day and night. There were many lines of German trenches on one side, so many lines of the Allied on the other. In the middle was no man's land, so called because it did not belong to either army. Soldiers crossed no man's land when they wanted to attack the other side. So yes, technically, they would have to go over the top, and all you would be hearing is bullets everywhere, artillery shots everywhere, you getting stuck in barbed wire, dead bodies everywhere. You would see lots of action going on. You wouldn't be able to, like, outrun no man's land. No man's land, like, is pretty far. Like, you would have to go, like, 50 miles across no man's land just to get to the enemy trench, possibly. I don't know how long it goes, but trenches in the World War was really bad. And no man's land, you would not want to live on there. I can pull up a picture of Battlefield 1, and oh god, you would not want to live there. Even though I would be crazy enough to live there. Don't say I'm crazy, because I'm not. I'm just saying it would be cool, because, you know, badasses people would do that. Even though there was constant artillery shots and bullets everywhere, and, you know, it's just really bad. Okay, if you want to learn about the Allies, I will tell you the alliances. Okay, the Allies included Britain, France, Russia, Italy, and the United States. These countries fought against the Central Powers, which include Germany, Austria, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. Archduke Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated by a Serb on June 28, 1914. Okay guys, this might be the end of my video, but hopefully you got some information so you can be ready for school, because even though it's almost school time, it's coming the end of July, so, you know, hopefully some of these facts will help you, and, you know, I just like helping people for class or something. I'm, like, gonna become maybe, like, a channel that, like, does stuff, but, yeah, so I will do some gameplay. I'll try to, okay? I'm gonna try doing 7 Days to Die gameplay, because I got a new game and I got a new headset. I got Rainbow Six Siege, so I might be able to do some Rainbow Six Siege episodes, but if I get the time to, if my parents and, you know, stop interrupting, then possibly I would be able to do one. And sorry for the lack of videos. It's because I've been going camping and, like, doing other stuff, like going to my friend's house a lot. I'm so sorry that I uploaded this very late, but hey, it's a video, right? At least it's better than no video. Anyways, guys, hope you subscribe, and, you know, all the other stuff. It's been a while for me saying this stuff. Well, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and support this channel, and hope you have a very good day, because I'm very tired. It's like, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been staying up all night. So, good night, and oh god. Whoever watches my videos, thank you guys for the support, and thanks for the 30 subs. Maybe I might do a 30 sub video. I don't know, maybe I'll, like, do something. I don't know. Anyways,